Coach, last 3 games, you're forcing an average of 25 turnovers per game, which is a substantial increase from what you were doing before. How would you account for that improvement in that area?
Well, it's been intentional. We've talked to our guys about trying to get out in the passing lanes, Joe, and creating turnovers. We feel like that's been the way we've kick-started our offense, just running the ball. So it gets us kind of, just playing a little harder and more aggressive on the defensive end, and then it carries over. So that's been the purpose behind just us stepping up our intensity on the defensive end and why we created those turnovers. Well, you're easy today, Joe.
Mark, a second game where you have some good contributions from the bench. How important has it been just to kind of see Robert Jennings and Lamar Washington, some freshmen that you've been talking about so much, kind of really do you feel like the light bulbs turned on for him in terms of the offense?
I think so. It's really been gratifying for our coaching staff to see these guys play as well as they have. We've been watching this in practice, and they've had some great moments. And just through the summer and through the fall workout. So, yeah, it's really nice to see these guys get out and starting to we can see their potential become a realization and on a consistent basis. And yeah, I've been really proud of Lamar. Lamar had a great game, the last one out, and made some big plays today. And then Elijah, you can just see his confidence growing all the time. Kerwin hitting some threes, and again, these are things we see, nearly every day. But we just hadn't shown or the fans hadn't got to see how good these guys are. But we need that depth going to the Big 12. We need our guys to play well. We need to have a lot of guys that we can count on.
Earlier in the season, you preached patience. Do you kind of feel the last 2 games are what you've been kind of looking for, and how satisfying is it for you as a coach after kind of all the grind, if you will, to kind of see this?
We probably had more room for improvement than most teams with only 3 players back and 1 starter back. So, and with these 7 underclassmen, we knew it was going to take time, and we're still doing a lot of teaching, and we're not there yet. And I think this team's going to continue to grow and improve. And I am hopeful this team will be playing its best basketball in March, and you'll keep seeing us hit those plateaus of getting better and better each week.
How nice was it to kind of see KO and Davion just kind of take an assertive role today?
Yeah. Now KO's he's put together 2 or 3 good games, and really pleased with his effort on both ends of the floor and rebounding, and I think he was close to a double-double. I think he was one short on rebounding, but played well, and then it was nice to see Davion Harmon just hit those threes and do some things on the offensive end. We put so much pressure on him to distribute the ball and start the fast break, and then defensively he's been our best defender. So he certainly helps us when he hits from 3-point line, stretches the defense, and glad to see him doing that going and getting ready for conference.
Coach, these last 2 games have been the highest scoring output since you've started here at Texas Tech. What have you seen turn the corner compared to these past 2?
Yeah, that's going to be a new norm. Heck, with this defense, we're going to start trying to hit the century mark every time out. Seriously, we're really thrilled that we're getting guys to contribute. We talk about this team being a good 3-point shooting team. We had we shoot close to 50% from. I guess it was 41%, but we shot 50% second half from the 3. And this has been one of the areas we've said all along. This is one of the strengths of this team, that we can shoot the ball. And so glad to see us doing that and push the ball more and playing with more of a pace. And our motto is together we attack. So we want to be aggressive on both ends, and our guys are starting to buy into that, and we're seeing them push and run. And then you got guys like Davion Harmon so fast, we're trying to get him out more on the fast break.
And being this close to Big 12 play now, is this kind of where you expected or hoped the team would be when it comes to just scoring up on
I'm nervous. Like probably a lot of really good teams in the Big 12, and we've still got to continue to work on cutting down mistakes, but we're getting better, and this is a team that will compete, and there's no doubt our guys will step on the floor and going to play hard, and yeah, it's here whether we're ready or not. But I think our guys are getting in a position both mentally and physically, getting Bacho got to play some valuable minutes, and JT seems a little better. DH is better with he's had that ankle problem, and so we're nearly there. We just got to get Ferdas back on the floor, and that should happen hopefully sometime in January.
Coach, with conference player on the corner, one game away from conference play, and Davion mentioned a lot of lessons learned up until this point in the season with the young team bonding so far. How does that prepare y'all and prep y'all for being one game away from conference play?
Well, we've had a lot of close games, and that prepares us and getting our guys to understand the importance of the time, possession, with everything from the shot clock on down, and we've done a pretty good job of closing out games the last 3 or 4 minutes, and that's encouraging. And then just patience. We're talking to our guys all the time about this game is. It's a game where you have to be disciplined. Everybody's got to know their role, but sometimes we try too hard and we try to maybe force some things and have some turnovers or gamble a little bit on defense. And so a big part of this growth and maturity is just some self-discipline, control, and slow down a little bit and trust in the system and trust in your teammates.
Now with the few returners, how have you seen them kind of help lead the newcomers?
They've been great. They've been awesome. Yeah, even KJ, who's didn't get a lot of playing time, and of course Daniel Bacco's been wonderful, but KO stepped up and showed that leadership and determination, and then Davion's been wonderful. I mean, he's got so much experience on the high D1 level, and he's always talking to our guys. So been really blessed to have those guys in our corner and helping us coach these young guys.
Coach, I won't see you till after Christmas. I guess if you could just provide a little bit of a general synopsis on South Carolina State.
Yeah, I think the only thing about South Carolina State is it's a warm-up game, and certainly don't want to overlook them. Don't know a lot about them right now. Just been taking these games one at a time and had a lot of respect for Houston. I want to call them Houston Baptist, but Houston Christian, who's got a very good coach and a good team. So we'll see something similar against South Carolina State, but what we have to do is we need to be game ready and be conference ready during and after that game so we can build on that getting ready for TCU.
What were you seeing today, and it made it seem like it was so easy for you to find the basket?
I don't know necessarily easy. I like that though, but just pushing the pace. What the coaching staff has been saying, just preaching to me, just pushing the pace, get the ball in transition and let's run. I think I've been blessed with the ability to get up and down the floor and be super fast, so kind of use that to my strength, and it worked out good.
Being able to distribute the ball, get it to Bacco, and be able to you were able to see a lot of things and get those open shots.
Watching film, that's the biggest thing. Watching a ton of film, and honestly, today it felt like I was going fast, but everything was kind of slowed down, so it made it a lot easier. Shots and finding my guys and hitting them on time, and it was great, man. It was great. Proud of how we all played, and now it's time to get some rest, get back home for Christmas, and then be ready when we come back.
And what are you looking forward to as you're getting closer and closer to conference ball?
Just competing. The games are going to get, you know how it is. We got one more game of non-conference play, and then we open with TCU, so it's an 18-round fight, and I'm ready to compete with the guys and go win some basketball games.
Back-to-back 100-point games. Before that, you had your struggles with a good Nicholls State team. Eastern Washington, what's changed from that period in these past 2 games for y'all?
I think I said before, just keep us getting better as a team and individually is basketball. I mean, you can have a game where you go out and you can't miss and everything's going right, and you have a game where you don't know what's going on. But it's all about staying positive, staying in the moment. That's why you have teammates. Everybody has each other's back on this team, and that's why we're going to continue to succeed.
And how much was it just having Daniel back out there, almost the double-double, or he did grab that double-double himself?
Yeah, Coach let him get the double-double. He didn't let me get in and get my 10th assist of the game. I will talk to him about that, but nah. Having Bacco back was great. You see how he's a fan favorite. Obviously, when he checked into the game, if this was a game when the student body was here, it would be even more loud. So, Bacco's one of the best bigs in the country, so it was great to have him back. Great for his presence to be here, and I told him to make sure he stays healthy and gets healthy over these next 4 days and be ready for December 27th.
Obviously at 22 points tonight, but plus 38. Being one of the facilitators on offense, what makes it easier for you to find guys and help get the offense flowing?
I think having a pace to our offense. Like I said, the coaching staff's been preaching to me, let's keep the pace up, let's get moving. It makes the defense move, and a lot of my passes were, they were all simple assists. It was never, I had the one fancy one of JT behind the back, but everything else was pretty simple, and that's because we're all moving together. The ball was moving, so I got it, and so I got the assist, but my teammates started to make the shot, and they knocked them down.
There were 2 plays where you really hit the rack hard. I think it was that one spin cycle that you put on him, and then the one jelly that you had there. Why do you feel like, not maybe why, but what makes it easier for you to be able to slash kind of the way that you do?
Just using my speed, using what God blessed me. He's blessed me with a nice body to work with, speed to get to the rim, get by defenders. So just trying to use that, to my strength, and it worked out. And just staying in attack mode. And when I stayed in attack, when I was in attack mode, it made my assists a lot easier.
Like Sean was saying, you made it look easy today. Something was clicking, and you mentioned that you've been watching a ton of film. Is film the click key factor, or has there been a different key factor that's kind of made it click for y'all?
Nope. Film is the key factor in every sport. I'll definitely be watching a lot more with my pops when I get home tonight and tomorrow. But the film is one of those things that kind of slows everything down for you. You get to watch, you get to play, and then you watch yourself and watch your team. So you're learning from yourself, you're learning from your guys. Man, that's the best thing you could do is just devour everything, just devour and study anything that you can get your eyes on. And that's what I've been doing, and it's helped a lot.
And a lot of lessons learned in non-conference play. How does that prep y'all going into conference play around the corner?
It preps us a lot, but I'll focus on TCU when we get there. We still have one more game, December 27th, so we got to focus on that. We can't look past any team, non-conference or conference, no matter what it is. So we'll take care of December 27th, and then we'll get ready for TCU on New Year's Eve.
Davion, how important is it for the guys coming off the bench or just the reserves to kind of get and see the bucket go in there? It's the second time you guys have had 40-plus bench points so far.
That's super important. If we can be a team with a really good bench, get a lot of action, get some points in, get some stops on defense from our bench, then we can be a dangerous team. We obviously know the teams that go far, their bench is just important as the starters. So just got to keep that going. Like they say, iron sharpens iron. So we're just going to keep on sharpening each other and just keep on getting better and just enjoy the process.
I asked Amarian this earlier this week, but after Pop, I guess how big was it just for Lamar and Robert just to kind of get themselves going, and you kind of see the light bulb, so to speak, kind of turning on for them?
It's amazing. I think I said that after the game against Eastern Washington that they're going to get better every single game. I remember when I was a freshman, and it was literally every practice, every game, every single day, just trying to get better and better and better. And I'm still doing that. So they're getting better and better and better each and every day. And I'm just trying to be that leader to help them in any way possible.